Okay. Yeah, yeah. There you go, John. You off mute now.
Still learning this crap, man.
That's okay. That's okay. That's why we're here to help you, guy, man. Hey, but man, welcome in, man. Let everybody know your name and where you calling from.
This John, I'm down here with Big Arch, down here in the good old city of Houston.
Oh man. All right. We get ready to get started in a little bit, man. Just hold tight, give us a little minute.
All right.
Yes, come on. Yes.
Oh.
Okay. B, what B? Okay. Good deal.
I just don't feel like she would be able to.
See here.
Johnny Pips, Miami, Florida.
Is that Donnie?
Yes, sir. Ready to get it going.
All right, Donnie. How you doing today?
I'm excited for this broker launch, man. I'm here. I'm with it. I'm ready to see it. But let's get it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, we're gonna give it a few more minutes for some more people to come on in, and we're gonna get started in a little bit.
Yeah, we give them about 60 seconds.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good.
Yeah, they'll roll in when they roll in.
Yes, sir.
Hi there. I see we have Major on the line. Introduce yourself and let us know where you're from.
Yeah, they introduced themselves a little earlier, but we got John from Alvin, and we got Detroit in the house.
All right.
Yes, sir. And then we got Mr. We got yeah. We still waiting, but hey, like I said, we give them about 60 more seconds, then we gonna get going. Man, I hope everybody fired up, ready to hear something that can change your life, man. That can really help with your financials, help with your, growing a business. We got one of the man. I'm gonna speak highly of this guy, man. One of the best entrepreneurs that I know, man. I've been knowing him over 20 years, so I'm just excited that we all gonna have this opportunity, man. Hey, we about to get started, man. Man, this person is we're speaking about today is a family man, a U.S. Army veteran, an entrepreneur for over 30 years. Man, I could just keep going on, and I was he has already conquered 3 businesses, earning 7-figure salaries in 3 industries. He's coming out of retirement right now to just dominate the force, and I can't wait. Not only has he done pretty well for himself, he's always taking care of his people. He actually wants to help 10,000 families earn and generate $5,000 of residual income a month in the next 5 years, man. So when you think about helping and giving to others, man, that's awesome, man. And the thing I respect about Mr. Sam, I've watched him. Like I said, I've been knowing him over 20 years. I've watched him be intentional about his business. I watched him go at it with tenaciousness. I've watched him do things. And another thing, he's always tried to invite people in to make extra income, to make it, and the thing about it, I watched him do it for 20 years. This time I was like, I ain't sitting on the sideline. I'm coming in and I'm joining. So without further ado, let's introduce the man that's helped me launch my business, Senior VP of Sales Partner, Mr. Sam Bean. Appreciate you, Sam.
No problem at all. And guys, I'm excited about this moment because this is the thing. I've like Archie said, I've been doing business for a long time, and I've done business in multiple continents in over 32 countries and actually one business. I've helped people that strangers that I have never met in my life, but it's always good for a person to be able to come back and help a friend member or do business with a friend or a family member. The one thing I respect about Archie and his wife Shamitra, who's on here as well, is that they don't need my help. They're financially free already. They're just wise and savvy business owners. Both of them own multiple companies already, right? So it's not like they're hurting. And it says a lot about him, to be humble enough to say, you know what, I can speak up for a friend. I can really put him in a position where, he can, take me up to a place that I'm not qualified to go to in this company. Now, he could show me in his company how to get there, how to make the money. But again, in this platform, he's trusting me and relying on me to do what I do best. And so I'm glad you guys are here on behalf of Archie and whoever else invited you guys here today. But for me, I've realized that throughout my whole entire career, throughout my whole entire life, I did the most damage. When I say damage, I'm talking about the most good. I did the most good, the most damage when I was collaborating with people. Okay. All of us are great in our own right. We are great at what we do for a living right now. But we're all stronger, better, more effective, and more prosperous when we are working with people. So what I want you guys to do, is this. We're gonna have a quick conversation because it doesn't take long, to succeed. It doesn't take long to establish, success in anything. It just takes an understanding. And tonight we're not looking for everybody, guys. We're just looking for people who get it. And so like Archie said, he's here. He's got things he wants to accomplish. He's wanting to diversify. And for myself personally, I have a selfish, a reason of being here as well. And I teach people all the time, look, guys, you're going to get where you're going to go. You'll get that faster if you help people along the way. So my successes are going to be stacked on the successes that I help create for everybody else. I have 2 sons. I have a 13-year-old and I have a 17-year-old. And my goal, from a legacy perspective, is to, build up an account that's big enough to pay for a self-storage unit or two for both of them before I move on, right? I want to make sure they have residual recurring income, after my demise. And so that's what I'm doing this for. This is why I came out of retirement, right? And so, but I can't do that for them until I serve you. So we're gonna go ahead and get this show on the road. But I'm excited to be here because, like I said, I get a chance to work with a long time friend of mine. And so we're gonna collaborate tonight, guys. So we're gonna put our money on automation. We're gonna make this thing, go. So first and foremost, we all see what the economy is doing, and it's time for you to build your own. It's time for you to not rely on who's in office. Stop being mad at the president. It's not his fault that, we're in the situations that we're in. Okay. It's our fault because we're the president under our own roof. We are the person who controls the economy based on decisions that we make under our own roof. So, in order for you to do that with us, we make it real simple. Okay. You basically can build your own economy with our plug and profit done for you or done with you model. Right. I'll talk about that later and in more depth. You can do that with blueprinting our six-figure, income models. We have multiple. I'm introducing business professionals to our multiple streams of incomes and collaboration opportunities. So when you look at the company, the platform, it's a multi-sided platform. And so Build is no different than, a company out there that you can find that sells multiple things. Like Amazon sells multiple things. They have multiple companies on their platform. And we're the same type of company, right? But Build Network is an innovative, non-traditional business brokerage where professionals shop for opportunities or new careers, right? You have the options to develop an additional six-figure stream of income by referring your clients to the services in our ecosystem. You also have the opportunity to grow and develop a home essential services sales force or build a trading and blockchain travel community, right? And so a lot of people are excited about what they're excited about. And that's the cool thing, guys. You don't have to choose one, all of these things. You just choose the one that fits you. You pick your own lane. Okay? And I talked about collaboration. I want to talk a little bit more about it because when I look at the wealthiest people in the world, again, they're still partnering after they've made billions of dollars. Right? We look at some of the most successful franchises, some of the most successful corporations. You're looking at a lot of them right here. A lot of them, have done so. Red Bull collaborating with GoPro and Fendi, Spotify collaborating with Starbucks and Uber. All these companies have made billions of dollars on their own. Okay? So they could have had an ego like most individuals and say, I don't need your help. But it's not help, it's an understanding again, right? And so if they can collaborate and they're not in a season of need, why shouldn't we? Okay. So why partner with Bill? And when you partner with us, you use our platform, we'll help you expand your business, not just in 50 states, guys, but into international territories. I literally was on a Zoom with the CEO of the company with a gentleman who has a trading community in New Zealand, right? He's coming on board. We're doing his onboarding tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock our time, midnight his time. But I love the fact that we already have territories that we're opening in Africa, Mexico, Colombia, different places all around the world. But you get a chance to move your businesses there as well. Diversify your catalog and grow your brand with your clients. Okay. Launch and cultivate your existing trading, communities for those of you who have trading communities. Revenue for retirement and crowdfunding projects. So my wife and I, we've been, like Archie said, we've made seven figures in three industries. And most of that money came from, building subscription-based businesses that we took the money and repurposed, for other ventures. And I'll show you how that works here. High ticket sales offset your seasonally slow months. Okay. You got a lot of people who are tax people or real estate people, whatever it is, they have these slow months. When you have residual income, subscription-based income, and you have a sales force out there, doing business with you and for you, you don't have slow months. Okay. 100% transparency through our private partner portal and maintain your day-to-day without being disruptive. I have multiple people who are multiple six-figure and some seven-figure earners who don't have a lot of time, but they have really good resources that when they bring those resources to the table, I actually work with those resources in their absence. So it's like you make the groceries, I actually cook the food, right? So, but who's your target audience and why does it work? This is a very, very important question because some of you guys have done a lot of good in your life. You've worked with a lot of people, got a lot of clients, you've built a lot of relationships, and you built a brand. Okay. And when I look at seven-figure earners, people who've earned multiple seven figures, they'll all tell you one thing. That second one was a whole lot easier than the first one. The first one was built off the muscle. The second one was built off the brand. Okay. And so when you've done business, you can go back to 100% of your clients if you've done it well. And you can ask them to do business with you again. They will not just do business with you again, they'll also refer people to you. And so, when it comes to our referrals, guys, we pay up to $1,000 on our referrals. So anywhere from $100 to $1,000, depending on the commission and the actual sale. Now, collaboration over competition, when you look at the home essential professionals, they can partner with other professionals in all different industries, even the ones that they're in. Like we have Remax agents who partner with Century 21 agents. We have, EXP agents that, they partner with LPT agents, right? And so you have a lot of different roofing companies partner with other roofing companies because now it makes money, that they actually work together. And there's a lot of money out there. So if you are a person who has a brokerage and say you have maybe 1,000 to 2,000 people that you've done business with, sold homes to over the years, last 10, 15, 20 years in your brokerage, but you just brought on 5 or 6 different agents and all of them have a couple hundred, customers as well, guys. You just inherited all of their customers. So now you go from having 1 to 2,000 customers to maybe 8 to 9,000 customers and you override 100% of them. You have a new type of brokerage. Okay. But you see right now, it's estimated that nearly 1 million global companies cater to homeowners. It's the number one most targeted demographic for people who sell stuff. Okay. They have over 150 different types of companies that were designed to tap into that market, that demographic. Okay. And so you see here, this is just a few. This is not even a handful of some of the industries that you can actually partner with. When you go and talk to these realtors, every time you collaborate with them, every time they become a part of your brokerage, guys, you now inherit every customer they've ever had. Okay. And so that's a huge deal when it comes to overrides. Now, when it comes to new member solutions, guys, this is how they work. Okay. The first thing that we actually bring to the table, one of the most exciting things that we have is our build trading program. So you see Omni right there. Now, Omni is a company and a platform that we partner with, but our build trading gives a person the opportunity to go out here and learn multiple strategies, anything from Forex, futures, indices, crypto, options, and more, right? Now, when you look at Omni, that's coming here in October. Omni is a platform in that app that's going to allow you to come in and have your money work for you. You got grade A traders, people who are master traders that are trading for you on your behalf. You have apps that are do, auto trading for you, signaling, scanning, all types of different things for you. For those of you who are busy people like myself. So my wife, she's busy, but she trades, right? So she can do her own trading. She can fend for herself. I can't. Archie, he actually trades, right? And so he can fend for himself. Shamitra can't. So me and Shamitra, we're on the same page. We'll be using the apps. We'll be using the auto trader while we learn how to catch up with our spouses, right? But this is very, very important because when you learn how to trade, it's that one skill, guys, that when you learn it, you can create money out the ether. No one can ever take that skill set away from you. And it doesn't matter what happens to the external economy because, whatever's going to happen with that's going to happen. Okay. You control the economy under your roof. Remember that. So Omni is coming October 1st. We're launching the program October 1st. So make sure you're ready to hump on board. Zeta, it's our Web3 Wi-Fi router, guys. Lightning, when I say lightning speed, downloads and upload speeds, it's crazy. If you ever ate a bag of chips, right? And you look in that bag when you open it up, you got half a bag of chips, but you paid 100% of the money for it. That's the same thing happening with your internet right now. You're probably getting about 30 to 45% of the performance that your internet provides, and it's not the internet company's fault. But without going through the whole explanation of it all, this router right here, it makes everything that you're supposed to get come to fruition. You now get everything that you're paid for, right? There's no monthly on it. It's a one-time purchase. And you'll see later on that it's discounted for those who are coming on board with Archie. You save about $350 on this thing, okay? But it's a real big deal. We used to have to kick the kids off of social media and the internet in order for us to do Zooms like this because we couldn't do them both at the same time. But now everybody can do everything they want to do in the house. So you sell your box right now, it's now $300, per sale. And when you look at the long-term impact, this is a PBC, okay, a public benefits company, which means that there are no investors that have their hands in a pot, and 80% of all of the revenue that's created from this, the sales of the company, it goes back into the company and to the hands and pockets of the people who are using right? Who bought them and using the people who sold them. Okay. Now, rain alkaline water filtration, guys, this is very, very important here. We actually partner with the company that brought alkaline water to North America, right? And our systems are amazing. I have one in my home, just like I have the Zeta box in my home too. I'm a product of the product. But when you go and look at everything that you're drinking, guys, it's like death by slow drip. Okay. Now, I'm gonna just tell you, go ahead, go to www.ewg.org/tap water, enter your zip code, and it's gonna show you all of the contaminants that you and your family are either drinking or putting on your skin. Okay. And so I'm not gonna say a whole lot more about that. Just know that we can do better. When you sell those water systems, guys, you can make anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 a system, and again, it's one of those recession-proof skills, right? So Encore Residential, this is mostly our home essential stuff, right? But solar is very, very big. We partner with Freedom Forever. They've been around since 2013, over 160,000 installs, right? We're the biggest, 44 states installation-wise. And I'm gonna just tell you, the money that people are making on that, in passing, not even focusing on it, accidentally making money, $6,000 to $10,000 on average a transaction. Okay, so when you own your own house, you should definitely be owning your own system, because one thing about electric bill, it'll never ever go away and it'll always go up. When you actually own a system, while you're paying it off, it'll stay at that one price, never to go up and one day to go away, and it adds value to your house. Okay. So now you got Brinks and ADT. These guys, they do everything, anything, everything, home and commercial security, real self-explanatory. $400 to $700 a system when you sell them. AT&T and Frontier, internet and fiber. Again, they're doing big things as well. $150 to $300 a line. Okay? And so again, you start to see the home essential stuff. And anything you want to do, guys, have tunnel vision. So you know what? I just want to trade. Okay, well, that's all you need to look at. That's the only thing you need to worry about, right? You don't need to put everything on your plate. If you want to just sell water, if you want to just whatever it is you want to do, just focus on that one thing, right? And we'll help you get good at it. Now, the Smart Money Club, guys, this is where you'll have a lot of financial education, a lot of services and education in there that goes anything from business credit, personal credit, how to actually use UILs as investment strategies, financial advisors, just all different types of things about money, business, and how to make sure you increase your financial IQ, right? And then you have a Venti Travel Club. Again, our travel club is amazing. A lot of people love theirs, and they should. Travel it's like meditating. It's like you work hard, you gotta play hard, and traveling is one of the best ways to do it. But when you look at our travel club, as we have obviously up to 70% off, discount wise, when you're going in these 4 and 5 star, hotels, getting them for 2 and 3 star prices. It's amazing, right? That's hotels and resorts. You also get a free vacation every year on your anniversary. So for those of you who will come on board and open up your brokerage like Archie did, the day you do that, the clock starts on you, right? Now, we have people who they just want to be customers. They just want to be customers, and they're going to pay $29 a month just to be customers. So they're going to get the same amount of discounts that you get. They're going to go on the same trips, and get the same discounts, whether it be work, whether it be vacations, whether it be, you following your kids for sports. It don't matter. They're going to get the highest level of discounts because we take zero commissions. We put all the commissions back into the savings for you. We rather have you using the service and being a member of our club than us having to make money off of you, nickel and diming you. We want you to see the big picture. We want you to come on board. Okay. Now, our customers also get a vacation on their anniversary as well, which again, that's why it's huge. It's a big deal for them. Now, wealth creation, financial, that's self-explanatory. Annual vacation, that's the thing you want to pay attention to when it comes to that. Now, the plug and profit model here. Now, this is how simple this is. You want to launch your new business brokerage, right? This is how you start your 6-figure plug and profit strategy. Right? Peak a person's interest. So you want it back. We give you scripts that you can use. You can create your own. It doesn't matter. We just want to make sure you can have a conversation with your past clients. Right? You get a bill if you get a bill if it's for solar, or you just basically kind of let them know what else you got. Okay, you plug that lead into your track. You plug the lead into your tracking system on the portal. Okay, then the product and service explanation, Q&A, qualification, all that stuff is going to be handled by the experts. Now, the project manager, after the expert answers their questions and making sure they're moving forward with the project manager takes that thing to completion. Okay, experts will do 100% of the work. You get 100% of the commissions, and it's going directly to your bank. We don't touch a thing. Okay, direct deposit through ACH. Now, you heard me say something about solar. It's the only thing I'm gonna say. This is one of our EXP realtors in Florida. He went back, used his scripts just like we showed him, found a client. This client in particular, okay, was paying $410 a month. Now we brought his bill down to $290. Remember, it locked in there, never to go up and one day to go away. Now, it was a win for him as a customer. Now, as a realtor, that realtor didn't have to do anything because they brought the deal to the table. Okay, so they got $4,100 for bringing the deal to the table. The person who did all the heavy lifting, they made $4,100. So that's a win-win situation. So this is how you now can do, a six-figure side income, a six-figure side gig, right? Without having to put six-figure employee muscle behind it. You let the system work for you. Now, leverage is your superpower. As I said, 2 hours a week, 6 figures a year, right? First goal is to get 2 hours worth of phone calls in. It's basically 35, 45 minutes a day calling past clients, right? You set 2 to 5 goals per week. If it's solar, you set anywhere from 5 to 10 if it's not, because those are the smaller commissions, right? Then you actually we close at least 3 deals, per month for you when it comes to that out of those. And now you actually have a 6-figure annual income when it comes to your solar deals, because those deals average about 3,500, when it comes to you splitting them. Now, we talked about the Aventi travel program. This is the Dreamscape part of it. This is where you have the wholesale, the curated trips that are already prepackaged and ready to be sold, right? And as you can see, these are a lot of really nice destinations. But guys, we have over 3,000 destinations that you can choose from. And like I said, 4 to 5 star, for 2 and 3 star prices. Now, I talked about the packages, guys. Gold Club, that's the actual $29 a month for all of our customers. That's don't matter what country they're in, they can have that $29 a month, and that's it, right? But you'll get a $6 referral, residual income as a referral, and they get everything that we talked about. Okay, same thing for the Platinum Club. You have a lot of people in different countries who they want to start, at a price that they can afford, and so they might not be able to do the $199 in Mexico, right? But they can do 99. Okay, $99 down, $69 a month, and guess what? They're going to get $20 membership bonus, and then they're going to get $14 residual income per month. They'll make that money back right away. But the most important thing is this is where now, guys, they start to, upgrade. They can upgrade to the Diamond Club partnership, and that's $199, where they can sell anything and everything that we actually have. Okay, $20 a month, residual income, $20 upfront bonus, and then again, activates the sale on everything else. Now, when you look at the Zeta, you heard me talk about the box. That box is a little bit more than just a router. Okay, that box is a piece of equipment that brought 4 industries together, and to basically a $10 trillion opportunity. So you have telecommunications, which is a $3 trillion opportunity, $1.4 trillion for cloud computing, 1.3 trillion for artificial intelligence, and a 3.5 trillion for Web3, blockchain, and crypto. So how do you participate when it comes to Zeta? They just have 3 pieces of equipment, guys. And this, you have the Wi-Fi 7 mesh router, which again is going to do everything it needs to do to make sure you got the best internet that your money is buying. Okay. Then you have the AI Edge node. Now, that NPU, guys, when you talk about how much storage, you have 4 terabyte of storage on there. So you can now start to download right? When it comes to privacy and security, you can start to download all of your medical records, all of your intellectual capital, all your videos, photos, and everything that you have in Dropbox, Google, all the rest of these big companies that are out here hitting you across the head every month for a membership. You can have all of that stuff stored in home, right? And then when you look at that repeater, once we network the neighborhood, let's say we get 5% market penetration, 50 homes out of 1,000 in your region. Guys, that actual area can become its own ISP. So now you no longer have to pay all that extra money, for bad service. Now you have a real bona fide ISP with high speed internet, the best of internet, best of security, and everything else, and you're paying a fraction of what you were paying at first. Okay. So when you actually sell it, okay, you sell one of those boxes, one of the Wi-Fi routers, you're going to earn $300. Okay. Now, the person who enrolled you, your broker, your senior partner, they're going to get $100. Right now, it's only $9.99 to actually buy one. It's $13.50 regular price though. And if you go to Best Buy and you find something compatible, guys, I'm gonna just say the Eros and some other things that are on this level when it comes to speed, technology, and everything else, anywhere from $1,800 to $2,000. So we are not pricing this, to make a ton of money. We're pricing this to get into the community because the long play is this, when you actually get it into the community, guys, and you get people to start using them, the people who start using them, they get paid to use them. And guess what? As long as they're using them, guess what? You're going to get paid as long as they're using them because this is what the blockchain side of it. This is what now you're mining Zeta tokens, kind of like you'd be mining Bitcoin, but we don't have a Bitcoin company. We have a Zeta company. So when you actually look at the mining aspect of it, let's say Archie brought me on board, right? And my box is creating 100 Zeta tokens a day, right? He's going to get 67% of matching. So he'll get 67 tokens. I'll get my 100. Okay. Let's say my wife came in and she bought a box from me. Okay. So she's going to do 100 tokens a day on, let's say in this example. Now, she does 100. I'm going to get 67 match on hers. Or she's going to get 33 coins match on hers because, again, that's how it is. It's a two-level affiliate. And they have it structured like this, guys, because they know that, they can get the boxes out there if they pay people on both sides to do so. So as we wrap this thing up here, guys, one of the things I always want to talk to people about is subscriptions. And so before these guys became popular, we were already making millions of dollars on subscriptions. Okay? And so COVID showed a lot of people right now how prepared they really wasn't. You had a lot of people who had their job, they had their businesses, but they were not COVID proof, right? You had 30,000 companies in the United States of America who closed their doors when COVID hit. 2 million people went home in the US, without a job and without an income. Okay. That's huge. And when they went home, guess what? These companies, they went to work. Netflix said, hey, you have nothing to do but watch TV. You have nothing to do but Netflix and chill, right? 220 million subscribers. Amazon, my wife got stuff every day during COVID from Amazon. 240 million subscribers. For those of you who went to work from home, you did it on Zoom. And while you was at work, Fortnite and Disney babysitted your kids. They made a flat out fortune. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just being honest with you guys. My income, we were selling coffee at that time. My income went up from 50 grand to 65, almost 70 grand a month because people had nothing to do except for sit home and drink more coffee. So I bought my wife a dream house in the middle of COVID because of the subscriptions, right? People were selling their houses because they didn't have an income. When you have a subscription-based business, guys, it doesn't matter what happens, when it comes to the geographical locations that you live in. I could have moved outside the United States of America and it really wouldn't even matter. Okay. So when it comes to, how you benefit from the subscriptions, when you build a membership club, one, that subscription has to be very, very inexpensive. Okay. Two, it has to be extremely valuable. So when you look at that $199 down and $99 a month, you actually have a brokerage where you can pick anything that you want to focus on or nothing at all, right? Because I have people right now who they make $400,000 or $500,000 a year. They have 0 kids. They paid $199 down, $99 a month. Guess what? Now their whole entire business is like that income. Now they can write off that income. So that 37% that the government was taking, they can get at least 18% of that back now. And so they're trading in $99 a month for maybe about $150,000 to $160,000 in income that they get back from the government. Okay, so again, it's all about the money game. It's about listening to people who have your answers and not your problems. But you look at someone like Archie, right? Who this is his first launch. This is his first call. We're going to do more calls. He's going to do more calls. He's going to be having a lot of conversations. So as he's building his brokerage up, he's bringing members in. People like it. Say when he has 6 people, in one sales team and has 6 people in another, all of them doing $99 a month. That's $250 a month of residual income. Okay. And as they're bringing people in and they're building out their brokerages as well, guys, guess what? That contributes to his numbers. Now, we're going to do the same thing with everybody because it's not about Archie. It's about you and the people who you turn us on to, because we're going to help anybody and everybody who's a part of our network. It's not about who we like the most. It's about who's going to come in here, follow a simple set of instructions without deviating from the plan, and who will allow us to go to work for them, right? And with them. So when you look at Builder 8,000, guys, this is one thing that you won't see other companies do out there. When you get to, let's say, 240 people on the left and on the right, 500 people, we'll call it 500. And it might take you 1 year, 2 years, it might take you 3 months. Like I got a guy who's coming in tomorrow, it might take him 30 days. Okay. But you put 500 people in and they have that membership, that's Builder 8,000. So now we will sit down with you as a company and sign a contract saying that you now own this book of business. If it goes backwards, it goes forward, doesn't matter. Whatever it becomes is yours. Nobody can ever take it away from you. Okay? And that's ownership. That's very, very important. But it's just one of the ways that we get paid. That's also a 6-figure residual reoccurring income. Okay. So this is where you now get a chance to get paid handsomely, for people enjoying your membership and their subscriptions. So as you see here, guys, it's time to collaborate. Ask yourself these questions as we wrap up. What did you like best about what you saw? Okay. Can you see a financial benefit for yourself? Is this a real value for the homeowners and your clients? What would compel you to collaborate with us or with Archie? Okay. Okay. What is it about what you heard today that say, you know what, let me go ahead and get started, make some things happen, or let me get some questions answered. But what is that one thing that intrigued you the most that makes you want to move forward? Lastly, okay, when it comes to onboarding with us, it's real simple. This is all we do to get your business off the ground and get your brokerage off the ground. Onboard with a partnership fee, $199. Okay. Now, your launch consultation with your senior partner, that's basically your strategy session. You set up your partner portal for your leads, access your travel club, a free annual vacation, access your smart money club benefits, collaborate with 4 and pay no more. That $99 membership, guys, this is one of the things that are going to accelerate how fast you actually get to bigger residual incomes, because I've never actually paid the $99 a month. I've always, my first 30 days, I had, probably about 35, 40 people that I personally brought on board. Okay. So I've only paid the $199. Okay. But that $99 goes away. So now you're basically in pure profit, and business is booming, right? The Zeta, like I said, you got a really, really nice discount on that promotional price. You got to take your in-house certifications. That's if you're going to be doing something like the Home Essential stuff. Access your support chats and communities. So that's where you get all your questions answered. That's where you get all your advice. You get some strategies. You get some trainings. Access your benefits and unique scripts. So we'll give you those as you need. And then major bonus, which is our free drip CRM. We charge $97 a month for that. You don't have to worry about that. That's yours at the moment coming in with Archie. And then access your Builders VIP Lounge, which is basically elite education from people like Grant Cardone and other companies that we use to train people for us. Right? And so I always want to know who you're in business with. These are the visionaries of the companies, the owners, CEOs, and partners. Winston Navarro was a CEO, one hell of a guy. Has a huge heart, right, for people, and serial entrepreneur. He's done some amazing things in his life, and he's a very humble person. And his wife, she's an amazing woman as well. JC Rangel, Bill President, 24 years experience in sales and business. Retired his mom at a very, very young age, which is admirable. And he was one of the reasons why the solar partnership came to fruition here. And then myself personally, like I said, 30 years in business, guys, 7 figures in 3 different industries. And the thing that I like the most about what I've done is that, all I know is this: I learned, from some very, very impactful people, and, it was a blessing to do so. But the portfolio that we built of people who made 7 figures, it's great. We have well over 10 people right now in this industry that are running around and made 7 figures with us and have done way more than that. Multiple people have made multiple 6 figures, residual incomes, and that's globally. And so I don't say that to brag to you or to impress you, but to impress upon you that I know what I'm doing and I know where we're going as a company. And we'd love to, be able to do some amazing things with you guys if you so choose. What I want to do right now is I want to take the screen off, and since this is Archie's launch party, I want him to come in and just say a word to you guys real quick. And he's also going to give you guys an opportunity if you need that his link to get yourself positioned based on what you saw. You want to get it because first mover's advantage puts you in a position where you have team members who will join you based on they're going to be overflow from Archie's spillover. So, Archie, you have anything you want to say to address your audience before we move on?
Yes, first and foremost, I want to thank everybody that showed up today. I also want to say that me and my wife, we do own a Zeta, and these products I believe in because I have them in my house using them. We have used the travel to set up a trip to go see my daughter, and trust me, we put it to the test to see on the price and Avente won. So we're dealing with really good products. The education is top notch. The things you learn, I myself had went through the certification product for solar. So I'm just looking at how many opportunities there is to just be successful. And I think we're dealing with Sam and the whole Bill crew. Everybody is willing to teach you. I mean, they take phone calls. Everything is wide open. Hey, when you hear there's no dumb questions, because I felt like I've asked a bunch of, but hey, what I'm saying is Sam didn't take the time to break it down to me. When I didn't have words, he gave me words, and I appreciate him, and come on in and join with us.
There you go. And so, guys, get with Archie. Like I said, I know some people want to have questions, and that's fine. We want to take your questions off camera. We're going to wrap it up. But let me let you know this. If you reach out to Archie and he doesn't pick up right away, just know we may be on the phone with somebody else. Just shoot him a text message, and we'll make sure we'll get back on the phone with you tonight before it's all said and done. So look forward to working with you guys. Take care. We'll see you guys at the top. See you guys at the bank, and obviously we'll see you guys on the beaches of the world because of Venti. Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you.